Hi everybody. In this video we're going to do the rhythm section just before the guitar solo in Diary of a Madman. We're going to go through it nice and slow. It's only 7 measures, but it's a really fun part to play. So here it is. Okay, this first measure is going to be similar to the guitar tacit measure in the beginning. This one, again, I'm going to play it a little bit different than the original tabs. When you look at the bottom of the screen, I'll give you the original tab and you can, again, decide for yourself which one feels and sounds a little better to you. Anyway, first start, it's going to be on the 3rd fret of the A string, which is going to give you C, and it's going to be a hammer-on, pull off to the 5th fret, back to the 3rd. So here it is, nice and slow. And then I'm going to reach up and grab the F sharp on the low E string, F sharp to G, back to F sharp, and then an open E. So here it is, nice and slow, first measure. The second measure is going to start with 2 low E. It's going to be, the power chords are going to be E, D, and E. It's the only time in this part that it starts with 2 low E's. The next time that this comes up in the next couple of measures, it's going to be 3. It's going to have a little bit of a different rhythm to it. But anyway, here it is, nice and slow, measure 2. Now the next 2 chords, I'm going to use different fingerings here so you can see it nice and clear. It's going to be the 5th fret on the B string, which is going to be your E, and it's going to be the 5th fret on your D string, which is going to be your G note. He simply takes 5 to 4, back to 5. Now the way that I solve that problem without using 2 fingers, because I just do it with 1, is if you notice on my right hand, I'm using the pick and my middle finger for the 2 notes. That way I'm never using the actual G string. So here it is, nice and slow. Again, slow, second measure. Now we're going to move into the 3rd measure, which is probably the most fun part out of this little section. It's going to start with your low E, hammer on to the 2, which is your F sharp, and then 2 more. You're going to reach all the way up with your pinky, and you're going to grab the high E and B string, and you're going to play the 5th fret on both, which is going to give you A and E. Now this little lick afterwards, when you come back to the F sharp, it's going to be C, B, C, D, G, F sharp, E, into your open D. So here it is, nice and slow. Okay, next measure is the same as the second one, except this is the one that I was talking about, has 3 low E hits in it. That's all that measure is. Next measure after that's going to be back to this. One more time for the next measure, which is going to be measure 6. And then measure 7, which is the last measure of this part. So pretty easy section to get through once you get all the parts. Just take your time and go slow with it. Decide what sounds best for you.